For decades, drivers judged cars by how many gears they had. 4 speeds became 5, then 6, then 8, and now even 10. Speed automatic transmissions exist in production vehicles. At first glance, this escalation seems excessive. Why would a car need so many ratios? The answer is not marketing alone. Modern transmissions are shaped by fuel economy regulations, engine efficiency curves, emissions constraints, packaging limits, and driver expectations. Their complexity reflects a deliberate attempt to reconcile physics with regulation and performance in a tightly constrained mechanical system. At its core, a transmission exists to match engine output to road demand. Internal combustion engines produce useful torque only within a limited speed range. Electric motors, on the other hand, can deliver high torque from 0 revolutions per minute. Combustion engines rely on airflow dynamics, fuel atomization, and combustion timing that vary with rotational speed. A transmission multiplies torque at low vehicle velocities and reduces engine speed at high vehicle velocities. Without multiple gear ratios, either acceleration or highway efficiency would be severely compromised. The quantitative reason becomes clearer when examining torque multiplication. If an engine produces 250 newton meters of torque and the first gear ratio is 4:1, the transmission outputs roughly 1,000 newton meters before accounting for losses. Combined with a differential ratio, this allows a relatively small engine to move a heavy vehicle from rest. However, operating continuously at such high multiplication would force the engine to spin excessively fast at highway speeds, increasing fuel consumption and wear. Multiple gears allow discrete optimization across the speed range. Historically, early automobiles used simple manual gearboxes with 3 or 4 speeds because materials and manufacturing precision limited what was feasible. As machining tolerances improved and synchronizers were introduced, shifting became smoother and more practical. A good example of this progress is the widespread adoption of synchro mesh gearboxes in the mid-20th century, which eliminated the need for double clutching. This innovation was not merely about convenience. It reduced gear wear, improved reliability, and allowed tighter packaging of transmission assemblies at the same time. Modern automatic transmissions evolved differently. Early automatics used planetary gearsets and hydraulic control systems to enable smooth ratio changes without driver input. A planetary gearset consists of a central sun gear, multiple planet gears mounted on a carrier, and an outer ring gear with internal teeth. This configuration distributes load across multiple gear meshes simultaneously, allowing high torque capacity within a compact and mechanically balanced layout. The planetary gear set remains central today because it allows multiple gear ratios within a compact arrangement. By holding or driving different elements of the sun gear, planet carrier, and ring gear, engineers can create several distinct output ratios from a single gear set. This compactness is critical in front-wheel drive vehicles where space is constrained. The push toward additional gears accelerated when fuel economy standards tightened globally. Engines operate most efficiently within narrow bands of speed and load, often referred to as the brake-specific fuel consumption sweet spot. By adding more gear ratios, engineers can keep the engine operating closer to this optimal region across varying vehicle speeds. For example, reducing engine velocity from 2,500 to 1,800 revolutions per minute at highway cruising can significantly lower fuel consumption and emissions without sacrificing drivability. Continuously variable transmissions, or CVTs, represent another response to efficiency demands. Instead of fixed gear ratios, CVTs use variable diameter pulleys connected by a belt or chain to provide an effectively infinite range of ratios within limits. This allows the engine to remain near its most efficient operating point during acceleration. However, CVTs introduce trade-offs in torque, capacity, and durability. High torque loads can exceed belt friction limits, requiring careful material selection and hydraulic clamping force control. Dual clutch transmissions combine elements of manual and automatic designs. By using two separate clutches for alternating gear sets, they can pre-select the next gear and shift rapidly with minimal torque interruption. This improves acceleration and efficiency compared to traditional torque converter automatics. The quantitative benefit lies in reduced slip losses. While a torque converter inherently wastes energy as heat during coupling, a dual clutch system engages mechanically. That being said, increased mechanical complexity and heat management challenges arise as a result. A documented example of design trade-offs can be seen in early dual clutch systems that experienced overheating in stop-and-go traffic. Dry clutch designs, optimized for efficiency, struggled under sustained low-speed slipping conditions. How did manufacturers respond? They implemented revised cooling strategies, wet clutch configurations, and software recalibration. This illustrates a broader engineering principle. Transmission design must account not only for ideal operating conditions, but also for real-world usage patterns that stress components in unexpected ways. Modern transmissions are even more sophisticated. They are also integrated with electronic control units that monitor throttle position, vehicle speed, load, and driver behavior. These systems use algorithms to determine shift timing for optimal balance between performance and efficiency. Adaptive learning strategies adjust behavior based on driving style. The mechanical hardware is therefore only part of the design. Software now plays a critical role in determining how gear ratios are applied in practice. Cross-industry comparisons highlight similar optimization challenges. In heavy-duty trucking, automated manual transmissions are used to balance fuel economy with the need to handle high torque loads over long distances. In motorsport, sequential gearboxes prioritize rapid shifts and mechanical robustness under extreme stress. Although the operating contexts differ, the design philosophy remains consistent. Maximize usable power while minimizing losses and component stress within regulatory and physical constraints. In practice, this optimization has limits. Adding more gears increases mechanical complexity, weight, and cost. Each additional clutch pack or gear set introduces frictional losses and potential failure points. Engineers must evaluate diminishing returns. Beyond a certain number of ratios, efficiency gains become marginal relative to added complexity. This is why some modern electric vehicles dispense with multi-speed transmissions entirely, relying instead on the broad torque band of electric motors. Packaging constraints further influence design. Front-wheel drive vehicles require compact transverse layouts, limiting transmission size. Rear-wheel drive platforms allow more space, but must manage higher torque loads in performance applications. Cooling systems must dissipate heat generated by friction and fluid shear. Transmission fluid not only lubricates, but also carries away thermal energy. Heat exchangers integrated into engine cooling systems illustrate the interconnected nature of modern vehicle design. Reliability considerations also shape transmission architecture. Gear tooth geometry, surface treatments, and material selection all influence how well components withstand repeated load cycles. To evaluate durability, engineers use fatigue analysis and finite element modeling to identify stress concentrations and predict likely failure modes. Safety factors must then be chosen carefully, balancing long-term reliability against weight reduction goals. If this balance is misjudged, problems such as gear pitting, bearing failure, or clutch degradation can occur. These constraints reinforce that transmission engineering is not a matter of simply adding more gears, but of managing interconnected trade-offs within mechanical limits. Emissions regulations add another dimension. Rapid gear changes and lower cruising engine speeds reduce carbon dioxide output. Start-stop systems and hybrid integration require transmissions capable of seamless restarts and torque blending. Some hybrid systems incorporate planetary gear arrangements that act as power split devices, allowing engine and electric motor contributions to merge. This blurs the traditional definition of a transmission and demonstrates how electrification reshapes drivetrain architecture. Ultimately, modern transmissions are designed the way they are because they sit at the intersection of physics, regulation, economics, and driver expectation. They must deliver smooth acceleration, low emissions, high efficiency, durability over hundreds of thousands of miles, and acceptable manufacturing costs. Achieving all of these simultaneously requires a layered mechanical design supported by advanced control software. The increasing number of gears is therefore not arbitrary. It reflects an attempt to keep engines within optimal efficiency zones while meeting performance demands. Planetary gear sets provide compact ratio diversity, dual clutches reduce slip losses, and CVTs offer continuous adjustment within torque limits. Each architecture represents a different solution to the same fundamental constraint, matching engine output to road load efficiently. Understanding modern transmission design reveals a broader engineering lesson. Systems evolve not toward simplicity, but toward optimized balance. When regulatory pressure, consumer demand, and physical laws converge, complexity often increases as a rational response. Modern transmissions are not over-engineered curiosities. They are carefully tuned mechanisms shaped by decades of incremental improvement and continuous trade-off evaluation. If you value precise, research-driven breakdowns of how engineering systems really work, consider subscribing to Engineering Manual for future deep technical explorations.